Howdy folks, Justin here. We are going to hop onto the ladder today with an old favorite, the Scout deck. I've made some changes. 2 days ago when we last recorded and uploaded videos, I was sitting at like rank 600 or something like that after a slow start to the season. Uh, Making some modifications to the Scout deck, I've made it up to 219. So we are preparing for our end of season push, and the Scout deck looks like it might be the deck that I do that with. Um, Went ahead and made some changes, incorporated some new technology to the Scout experience. The list that I'm running today is sitting on the left, although I wouldn't say it's finalized. It's certainly more aggressive, and it's got a lot less ramp in it. So it feels quite a bit different, but you can play it out in largely the same way against a slow opponent. But you have the ability to, against an aggressive opponent by making favorable trades in the early game and controlling the board, and then just taking your sweet time dirtling around until you feel like attacking and killing towards the end. Um, I just honestly I grew tired of playing the Battle Facts of Life deck. It's not that I think that's a bad deck. I think it's pretty good actually. Quick note on that: I took the Jarls out, put Burn and Pillage in, and it did wonderful things for my win rate. But anyway, it's getting to the end of the season after my slow start, so we are looking to play a deck we're comfortable with. And Scout is my favorite archetype, so. And I want to get into the right mindset for when the September's reward card, Histgrove, comes out, which I'm very excited to play. So we are going to see how much the world has changed since we last recorded a game with Scout, right? We have. Let's see here. As far as big changes go, Daring Cut Purse was in some of the iterations at the end of last month when I was trying some new things, but the Dragontail Savior has been one of my favorite cards to be added. Rezzed, I believe I faced him before playing Mage, which makes sense. I mean, the meta is about 80% Mage and Assassin, so. Ooh, awesome. I'm really excited to play against something different. Some 3 drops and a 5 drop. Don't want to keep that. Don't want to keep that. We will keep one 3 drop. Okay, so this looks not bad. Anyway, playing against Monk is a rare privilege, so I will take advantage of this. Looks like it's aggro Monk. I was just about to say there are two completely different directions this deck can go, and this is the one. So now what do we hope for? We hope he doesn't have a guard, and we hope this doesn't get ward. That is our immediate plan. What do we have here from our opponent? Dunestalker. Cool. Okay. Well, we will put the Kinsman down to contest it over there. Breakthrough is something we can manage. Looks like probably just for tempo. I imagine this is the right play. Just for tempo next turn, it looks like we're going to be dropping a Black Marsh Warden unless we draw something else. Still trying to dodge ward here. Went ahead and swung with this just because these decks, the Monk decks, nice, frequently run life gain cards, and life gain cards kind of means that you might run into cards like, what is the play here? Cards like Golden Saint, which, you want to do your best to avoid triggering. Black Sep Protector seems pretty good right here. We're going to let this hit us because we're going to Shadowfen Priest it next turn. Obviously, another lane change card would be not ideal for us, but even if he lane changes this over here and it gets +2/+2, we can still Shadowfen Priest this down to a 1/1 and be alright, you know? Master of Thieves, not great to see that, but not the end of the world either. And a Prophecy, we are rewarded. We will place that there, so when we Shadowfen Priest this, we can swing into it. Alright. Moonlight Werebat gets my personal vote for most powerful Prophecy card. I actually think I would prefer that it was not run, and there's the Golden Saint we were worried about, unfortunately. I think it's actually a little overpowered. but nothing you can do about it right now. So what are our options here? We need to get this off the board before things get out of control. Next turn, if he drops the if he drops the Den of Thieves, giving all his creatures pilfer, that's disastrous. We don't have a way in hand to remove it, so I think our best bet is this, even though it makes pretty ineffective use of our Magicka. The alternative play was Black Marsh Warden plus Daring Cutpurse, which would have given us 3 chances to slam something into that. But my concern with that play is that... oh no. Oh no, this is what I was worried about. Moonlight Werebat. Yep, everyone's got Werebats. Okay, so things are still looking pretty bad for us. Well, Nahagleave over here is pretty good, although it keeps us off of anything else. If we Murkwater Witch that down, I think we have to do that, right? We do it like that. I mean, this is obviously an incredibly tempting Murkwater Witch target, but we do it like that because we want to be able to do something about this next turn. I might have been wrong, but this also allows us a field full of creatures to hopefully slam into these guys over here. It's worth remembering, too, that this version of the Scout deck is not running one of my favorite cards, Charis Reaper. Went with the Bone Colossus instead. On the one hand, the $ in the Scout deck name gets even truer when you throw more legendaries into the deck, and I have to admit a perverse sort of pleasure in seeing how expensive I can make this deck. But the big thing is that it opens up a lot more aggressive plays sometimes. Yep. So now the question is, does he have Den of Thieves? We'll know in a minute. Less than that, probably. Looks like he has about 20 seconds to play Den of Thieves. And the answer is... it looks like Giant Snake. Okay. Morthal Executioner seems a little loose. Okay. Right. So here's the play. We need to get Nahagleave and Murkwater Witch down over here. And this needs to die. Those are our priorities, right? So we Witch first. We have to kill this. And then we Nahagleave, sacrificing the 2/2. Seems like the Pilfer ability on that is going to be less than super relevant. Alright. Well, now running as little ramp as we do, in comparison to the old versions of the Scout deck, mean that we are... he could have Leaf Lurker too, which would be a disaster for us. Looks like he doesn't. Means that cards like, our huge endgame bombs, Odoving, and you'll notice the giant Atronach is no longer in the list, but cards like Odoving become increasingly difficult to cast, so we need to be aware of our limitations with regards to that. That was possibly the best draw we could have gotten. Alright. Let there be Argonian Veterans. Piercing Javelin, a Nasi. Okay. Takes guard. That's a pretty big one for us. And there's the Den. Okay. So we need answers next turn. So we can slam that into that. Oh, that's pretty friggin' solid, huh? Alternative art. There's a great meme on Reddit about that guy that goes, the old one is what you look like, and the new one is that guy that your girlfriend tells you not to worry about. I think that's pretty funny. I don't care if he's gaining life. It's less of a priority to me than dealing with the other things he's got going on. Okay. Alright. So, what are we dead to? It's unlikely we can find a way to kill him next turn, but I mean, if he breaks a rune and gives us a good card, maybe we can pull something miraculous off, but okay, that's a great sign. And that's an awful top deck for him. Crushing blow, huh? Hmm. What are we afraid of happening? I think we want to end this game. Okay. Okay. Not thrilled by any prophecy. Dunestalker, huh? I'm not worried about Dunestalker. Let's assume this dies next turn. We have, yeah, you know what? So what happens if he plays the guy who lets us pilfer creatures attack twice, right? This hits us for 1, and then it hits us for 3, so that's a total of 4 damage. This hits us for 3, and then it hits us for 4. 7. So we're not dead even if that happens, right? Because that's 7 from this, and 3 from that, or 4 from that, so that's 11 damage. I think we're good. We haven't won yet, but I think we've navigated this game pretty well. I love seeing a Pilfer deck in action, though. I mean, on a spiritual level, I feel like a loss here would be okay. I'd still be pissed. I don't like losing, but breakthrough, not drain. So even if it's the guy in hand that gains him life, he's not getting out of. Or, I'm sorry, lets his Pilfer creatures attack twice. He's not getting out of it that easily. Quinraw Burglar. All right, so we gotta kill him. We have to kill him now. 4. And hit a prophecy. Moonlight Werebat. Moonlight Werebat. Moonlight Werebat. What is it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so, so sorry. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. This is the Season 2 Red Brahmin Sails Again deck. Hope you enjoyed watching it. We'll be playing more of this last week of the season. Ooh, 180. Which is what our record has done since we stopped playing Battle Mage. And so there'll be more of these videos to come. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'd love to hear how everybody's season's going too. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.